Sawadee-ka. Greeting to all Venerable monks and all DOU students from around the world. Welcome to DOU online course, Translation Chanting of Pali to English. We are live streaming from Bangkok, Thailand today, and we also broadcasting this class to YouTube and Facebook channel, so you can invite your friends, family, and loved ones to join as well. And welcome to everyone once again. And hopefully everyone had a really wonderful Wednesday. My name is Pam. I will be hosting you all tonight. And today's class will be focused on a learning of meaning of 4 important Buddhist blessing verses. Firstly, Anumodanarambhagatha. Second, Samanna Anumodanagatha. And the third, Atanatiya Anumodanagatha. And the last one, Bhojanadana Anumodanagatha. So some of us may be very heard it first time, but we'll hear more and elaboration from our teaching monk today. So we are very honored and happy to have Venerable Phramaha Dr. Wuthichai Panyavuddho as our teaching monk today, and he will share his knowledge and wisdom to all of us. And before we go into the class, let me introduce him and the success that he had in his journey since his stay in the lay person until live in the monkhood. So let's hear from me a little bit. He's joined the Dhammakaya temple and ordained as a monk since 2009. After he graduation and gained master degree from United States of Business Information System, Virginia Commonwealth University. But of course, in Thailand, he gained bachelor degree of computer engineering in Thailand. So he stayed in monkhood now for over 19 years. And from his passion and experience in monastic life, he is compassionate, and also his experience would like to share Dhamma in Thai and English to all laypersons and also monks across the world. So once he stayed in the monkhood, he also a very good student to gain and learn his doctorate degree in Buddhist study. So that's why he become a doctor now. And his current position is a director of DOU Coordination Center, Thailand. And let me share his achievements so far. Chef of Dhammakaya Open University Coordination Center, Thailand. Meditation instructor with Dhammakaya Meditation Center, Mexico. Mentor in Moral Dhamma training program for monks and lay people. Dhamma teacher of Wat Phra Thamagai, Azusa, United States. Visiting Dhamma teacher of I Monastery Project in Thailand. International program speaker, Dhamma talks and meditation session both online and on-site for layperson and also international visitor. Wow, just a great achievement, right? And currently he has helped a lot of projects in Thailand. With his passion, he has been developed a new international program center in America. The aim of this project is to create the new program for people from around the world to learn about meditation and Buddhist wisdom. His belief is very important to introduce meditation with terms and principles that all people from any part of the world understand easily. His objective is to inspire people to apply meditation in everyday life as a part of their natural routine. He's considered his teaching as a chance to share, of course, Eastern wisdom to the Western world. Wow, just a grateful aim and mission that he had for all of us today, right? So before we begin the session, may I invite everyone pay respect to our teaching monk, which is Venerable Phramaha Dr. Wuthichai, together by bowing 3 times. Okay, let's bow. Second bow. And third bow. May I respectfully invite Venerable Monk Phramaha Wuthichai to begin the session. Thank you.
Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami Annamayam Buddhasa Bhagavato Upapakanamakarang Karomase Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. May I pay my deepest respect to the Rasama Sambuddhachai, all the Buddhas and the great masters. May I pay respect to all the venerable monks, and good evening, as all the OU students. And tonight it's my pleasure to be here and share something very important and is involved in our Buddhist daily life. I believe that all of us here have a chance to listen to the Pali blessings before, which is as the name of the today's topic is the Anumodanagatha. And when we listen to the monks giving the blessings, we would feel the feeling of positive energy. And many of us hear them as a supernatural wish or magical spells that can transform many people's lives. But how many people understand what the monk says or the monk was singing the blessing? Do you know the meaning of the words or know the historical stories behind those chanting? And why these blessings feel or sound so powerful when we listen to them when our mind is calm after the offering. And today I will share in today's presentation, I will cover the origin of the Anumodanagatha and then move on to the origin, the meanings of the words, and the reflection of these four important blessings that we have heard frequently in Thailand. First, begin with the Anumodanarambhagatha, or the introduction to appreciation, and then to the Samanna Anumodanagatha, or the general blessing, then to Atanatiya Anumodanagatha, or the extended blessing, and then to the Bhojanadana Anumodanagatha, or the blessing of food offering. And then I will go through the wrap up to the conclusion of these blessings. So I'd like to begin with the origins of the blessing, or Anumodanagatha. This practice is not a later invention, but it can be traced back to the time of the Buddha, with the ample examples and evidence found throughout early Buddhist literature. If we go through the commentaries, or even in the sutta itself, we will find that after the Buddha receiving a meal, he never departed without giving the teaching or the Dhamma to the host, and which is later on become the normal for the Sangha to give the blessing after their meal. In the scripture, you will see this many times as saying that the Blessed One expressed appreciation, or Anumodana, or the Blessed One gave a progressive Dhamma talk suitable for the donor. And this happening constantly to the many prominent figures, such as Anathapindika, the wealthy merchant, or to the Visakha, the chief benefactors, and as well as to various kings, such as Pasentikosala king, or Pimpisara, and also even to the householders who offer the food to the Buddha. And after finishing his meal, the Buddha would never just leave, or just saying thank you or goodbye. He would take this opportunity to share or to give the Dhamma to the host and to the people involved in that ceremony. And many times many people could attain the higher state of meditation. So the blessing that the monks giving to the people offering the food is something that's really happening since the Buddha time, and many of them considered to be the Buddha Vajana, or the words spoken out by the Buddha himself. But which one we'll discover? I'd like to invite all of us to discover this together. And also in the Vinaya Pitaka, or the Book of Discipline, we will find this word Anumodana, as part of the monastic practice. It happens because some of the monks who receive the food and have the food from the householders, they had the meal and then just left. So the lay donors had questions and complained to the Buddha that why do the Sakya Buddhas not give blessings in the refectory? And when this message reached out to the Buddha, so he declared that, monks, I allow you to give a blessing in the refectory. And then also recorded in the Vinaya that the Buddha ordered the most senior monk to lead the blessing. And then, and in another time, when at that time when all the monks have the meal in the refectory, all of them except for Arahanta Sariputta give the blessing to the people. So the Buddha added to the Vinaya that he allowed 4 to 5 monks to stay back with the Thera to give the blessing to the people. Also, the word Anumodati it has 3 main sense of meanings. First is to praise the donor of those meal or of those offering, and second is to rejoice in the good deeds that the donor has done, and also to express appreciation. All of this is the interpersonal relationship between the householders and to the monastic community, which is really important to prolong the longevity of Buddhism. So, and also for the donors, it is important that to be rejoiced in the merit after they are doing those good deeds. The word Anumodana as the root word. The root verb is to rejoice, from the mutta. Mutta is the root verb of this whole word. It means to rejoice or to be glad or to find happiness, along with, following or afterwards. So this is the rejoice of the merits that they have done after, and you is for the grammatical to complete this word. So altogether, it means the act of rejoicing along with someone or expressing empathetic joy for another's good deeds. Also the katha, it means the ka mean to sing, to chant, or to speak in a melodic tone, which makes this verse sounds beautiful when we listen to them. So together it means a verse or stanza or poetic composition written in a specific Pali meter. So the ceremony of the receiving the offerings and then giving this Anumodanagatha is an important part of Buddhist community, shown that the monks alone has to also depend. The monk has to depend on those householders for their living, and the householders also depend on the monastic monks to develop their spiritual or their own wisdom so their life so they will have a better life in the future. And now I'd like to invite you to begin with our first katha, or the first stanza. Anumodanarambhagatha or arambha, it means introduction. The origin of Yathavarivaha is the beginning of the verses, can be traced back to the Tirokutta Sutta. After the king Pimbisara of Makatha built a Veruvanaram, or the bamboo forest monastery, and offered to the Buddha and the Sangha. The Veruvanaram which is the first monastery in Buddhist history. And after the king slept that night, he heard the voices, and later on, after asking to the Buddhas, found out that those are the sound or the voice of his deceased relatives, who appeared as pretas, or the hungry ghosts or hungry spirits, who's suffering from the lack of the merits and the lack of dedication from their loved ones. So in the next day, the Buddha suggested the king to dedicate the merits that he has done to those relatives who have passed away, and by pouring the water, and then the Buddha chanted these verses, and those spirits could receive this dedication, and also the merits that can transform their life to the better place. So these are the verses that spoken by the Buddha himself. Yatha varivaha pura paripurenti sakarang. It means yatha means just as, or in the same manner that Varivaha is the rivers, torrents of water. Pura is being full. Paripurenti completely filled up. Sakarang is the great ocean. Eva meva ito tinang petanang upakappati. Even eva meva mean even so, exactly like that. Ito from here, from this world. Tinang what is given, the offering made. Petanang to the departed, to the spirits of the deceased. Upakapatis, benefits, riches, is sustained by it. So altogether means just as full rivers entirely fill up the great ocean, exactly so what is given here benefits the departed ones. So this is beautifully spoken by the Buddha as the natural simile and the spiritual reality. The downward flow of the water is the law of the gravity, right? Which is unstoppable, inevitable, and universal. So this thing that is unchangeable is the same as in the spiritual reality, that the merit can be can reach out to those who are able to receive. So it's like a confirmation from the Buddha that the good things that you have done can reach out to your loved ones who passed away. Okay. And then in the second part of the of this first katha or this first stanza is ichitang patitang tumham kipameva samishatu sape purentu sankappa janto panaraso yatha manishote raso yatha. This verse is a universal blessing that if you read the Buddhist literature, you will find it many times in Kuttaka Nikaya and Chataka commentaries, and especially when you read about the story of Pacceka Buddha or Pacceka Buddha Chao, and this is the blessings that they always use when the householders offer the food to those Pacceka Buddha. As we might know that the Pacceka Buddha may not really into the teaching, so what they do is they just give them the blessings for the better life. Ichitang mean what is wished for. Patitang what is aspired to, prayed for, intended. Tumhang by you, kipameva instantly, very quickly. Samichatu, may it succeed, may it be fully realized. Sape sankappa, may all your thoughts, intention, plans, purentu be perfectly filled up or completed. Chantopana raso yatha, like the moon on the 15th night or the full moon. Manishoti raso, like a radiant, wish fulfilling crystal gem. So yatha. Okay. And altogether it means altogether it means may whatever you wish for, genuinely aspire to, succeed for you without any delay. And may all your righteous intentions be fulfilled, just like the full moon of the 15th night, or like a luminous, wish-fulfilling gem. So, these are very common blessing for Pacceka Buddha, and also we also use it in our in this time, especially in Thailand. And I have a chance to be with the Bangladesh monks and the group of Bangladesh in this first introduction to the blessing. They have many more chapters or many more Dhamma added to these blessings. So in Thailand, when we pour the water, listening to this blessing, when finish this, and then continue to the next chapter. But in Bangladesh, they have very long, many more Dhamma blessing during pouring the water. So it depends on where you live, but all of these are the words from the Tipitaka and the words of the Buddha himself. And okay. So in Thailand, what we do is during this introduction, we pour the water and rest our mind to, instead of feeling sorrow or lamented to those who passed away, we bring our attention back to pouring the water and listening to the Buddha, to the blessings. So this is one way to let go of those negative feelings and bring the mind back to meritorious moment that they are doing. And this is exactly what Intirokutta Sutta said, that the tears don't benefit anyone, but the merits that we do will be the benefit to those who passed away. So the Anumodanarambagatha is helps to transform the sorrow into the proactive love. Because those who pass away, what they need is the merits that dedicated by their relatives. The tears do nothing. The active goodness, the morality, and the sharing of this peace is what truly honor our ancestors. Okay, and we come to the second blessing. Now is Samanna Anumodanagatha, or the general blessing. This chant, if we look at the book, we will see that this blessing also divided into two parts. The first one has 4 lines, and the second also has the 4 lines, and they are from different sources, putting together. The origin of Samanna Anumodanagatha, or Sappi Tiyo Vivashanto, is the origin is about protecting the long life of a child, which appeared in Dhammapada commentary as Ayuvatana Kumara Watu. It begins with Sappi Tiyo, means Sappa means all, Iti means calamities, misfortunes or evils. Vivashantu means may they be driven away, avoided, excluded. Saparoko, all diseases, illnesses. Vinasatu, may they be completely destroyed. Ma te pawatawantarayo, may not to you happen. And antarayo means obstacles, dangers, interference. Sukhi, the one who possesses happiness, peaceful. Sukhi Tika Yuko, one who has long life. Pawa, happen or exists. Pawa means becoming or being. So in the first part of the Samanna Anumodanagatha is Sappitiyo Vivashantu Sapparoko Vinasatu Mate Pawatawantarayo Sukhiti Kayuko Pawa, which means may all misfortunes be driven away, may all diseases be utterly destroyed, may no dangers befall you, may you be happy and live a long life. So this is pure blessings to this is pure blessing for warding off all the evil and cultivating the blessings or the happy and long life in your health, in long life. In the second part is the second part comes originally from the Ayuvatana Kumara Wattu. And the story is about, the story happened in Tika Lampika, the city, a town called Tika Lampika. And there were two Brahmin friends who have spent many years as ascetics. But then one of them eventually left the ascetic life and then get married and had a son. And when his son grew up, the father, the Brahmin, one of these two Brahmins, brought his wife and baby and his child to visit his old friend, who is still an ascetic. And when they met, the father bowed respectfully to the ascetic friend. The ascetic said, "May you live long." Then the mother bowed and he said once again, "May you live long." But then when the child bowed to the ascetic, he remained silent. So the father was puzzled and asked, why did you bless us but not my son?" The ascetic replied that this child has a danger before him. His life will last only 7 more days. So the father was worried and asked his ascetic friend, that is there any way to protect him? The ascetic said, "I do not know, but the Buddha may know." So they all together went to the Buddha, and the Buddha confirmed that yes, this child's life is in danger. But then the father asked once again, can anything be done to help saving this child's life? The Buddha replied that yes, and told him to prepare a pavilion and invite the monks to chant the protective blessings continuously for 7 days and 7 nights. The Brahmin, the father, followed the Buddha's instructions, building these pavilions, invited monks to chant the protective blessings for 7 days. And on the last day, the Buddha himself came and joined the chanting. And according to the story, the yaka, or the spirit who is destined to take the child's life on the 7 days came. But because of the power of the blessings all together with the presence of the Buddha, and also to the gathering of the devas who came to listen to the blessings. With all this power, the yaka, or this evil spirit, could not get near to the child. So the time passed to the 8th day. So the yaka was not authorized or has a chance to take the life of the child anymore. So on the 8th day, the parents brought the child and to the Buddha, and then this time the Buddha blessed him. May you live long. And the father then asked again, how long will my son live? And the Buddha answered, 120 years. So from that day, the child became known as Ayuvatana Kumara, or the boy of increasing life, or the boy of the longer life. So after that incident, the monks discussing about this story, and the Buddha came to the group of the monks and said this famous verse that we always listen to the monks' blessings. Apivatanasi lisa nijang vuttha pacayino Cattaro dhamma vatanti ayuvanno sukhang phalang, which means apivatanasi lisa, for one who possesses the habit of showing reverence. Nijang means constantly, always, habitually. Vuttha pacayino means one who respects elders, those seniors in age or virtue. Cattaro dhamma means the 4 qualities. Cattaro means 4. Vatanti, growing or increasing or flourishing. Ayu means long life, vitality. Vanno means beauty, radiance, grace. Sukhang means happiness and peace. Phalang means inner wisdom or physical strength. So altogether, it means for one who is habitually reverent and always respects the elders and virtuous, 4 qualities flourish: longevity, beauty, happiness, and strength. And now you know the story behind the blessing that you might have heard very often. And so the Buddhist teaching is beyond what the science studies. Is from the positive energy that are created by being respectful can be transformed to something that we can see in our physical world. So to me, I think this is very it may hard to imagine, but if we look at it carefully, if we do respectful to those virtuous people or the elders, it helps ourselves to let go of all the pride, and we can look at something that look at the goodness of the people, and mentally that will help us to feel better. But the Buddha has a better vision to what is happening in the future from these very simple good deeds, such as being respectful. So when we bow to the Buddha statues, or we do the act of bowing to the elders, and is something that is very simple and can be applied to our daily life, but the consequences are more than we can imagine, and this is something that we need to learn and share to the people. Okay, now I'd like to move on to the next blessing. Atanatiya Anumodanagatha. What does it really mean? These blessings is related to Atanatiya Sutta, but the blessings is common to be used in Thailand, and as a blessing after the monks chanting this Atanatiya Sutta or Atanatiya Parita. You follow? And so the words in the blessings may not appear in the sutta, but they are used together. So the name of the blessing is using these words to connect to the sutta that's chanted by the monks. And what does Atanatiya really mean? In fact, it doesn't have that meaning. It's just the name of a town that's controlled by Vesuvarna, a great king, one of the four great kings, or Chatu Maharashika. And it has a story, and I'll talk about it in we have a very, very short time now. The story, this is a long story, is appear in Tika Nikaya, or the long discourse in the sutta literature. And the brief story is the four great kings, heavenly great kings, came over to the Buddha at the Kichakuta mountain, or the Vulture Peak mountain, and saying that the Vesuvarna great king said to the Buddha that there dwell high spirits who have no confidence, or apasanya, or like they are no faithful or no respect in the Buddha's dispensation. And there are the yakka, or the celestial beings who respectful to the Buddha, but most of them, most of them do not. So why they don't respect the Buddha? Because the Buddha teaches that the Buddha teaches not to kill, not to steal, not to be unfaithful, not to lie, not to taking toxicants, and those spirits don't want to follow. So they are not happy of this teaching. So they do not respect the Buddha for that. They want to live their life like what they have done before. So also also when they don't respect the Buddha, they also do not respect the monks. But the great king Vesuvarna would like to protect those monks, the nuns, laymen, lay women who are respectful to the Buddha, who are doing the virtuous deeds and practicing meditation in the quiet place, or in the forest, or even in the place where those evil spirits are living. So the Vesuvarna came to the Buddha and tell him this parita, or the verses, or the protection verses, and ask the Buddha to listen, to memorize, and citing these verses in order to have protection from those spirits. So to give them confidence, may the Buddha please learn the Atanatiya protection for the guarding, protection, safety, and comfort of the monks, nuns, laymen, and lay women. And if you have listened to the Parita, you may have heard this blessing, this chant before. Begins with Vipasi sanama tuja kumanta sasiri mato sikhi sapinama tusa paputa nukampino ve sapusanama tunaha taka satapasino and so on. So this sutta is a long discourse. So in Thailand, they have like 7 days of repeating this chanting. And after this parita, at the end is a kind of a tradition that the monks would give this blessing in the end. Sapharo kavinimuto saphasanta pavashito. It means all diseases completely liberated, all the mental burnings, torments, anxiety, utterly free. Saphave ramati kanto niputo chatuang phava. Means all enmities, hatred, having this transcended and overcome, peaceful, cool, extinguished, and may you become. And then after this, we come to the Samanna Anumodanagatha. Right? So this is like an extended version of blessing from Samanna Anumodanagatha. But believed to have a powerful protection. If we look closely, the first part is about the physical illness. The second part is sapasanta, is the mental diseases. And the third is free from all enmities or the hatred. This is the well-being of the good relationships. So in our life, to have a good life, we need to be free from sickness, physical sickness, mental sickness, and have a good relationship. And also, utmostly, is to have a peaceful mind. So this is like a complete package of blessing. The first part is about physical wellness. Second part is the burning stress, panic, anxiety, and letting go of interpersonal conflicts. It comes to the last chapter, the last blessing. Is the spiritual, it's about the blessing for the food offering. And this part comes from Anguttara Nikaya, which explain that by giving food or these tangible objects, it turns to be these 5 qualities of our life. Yuto palato tiro vanato patipanato sukha sathata metavi sukhang so atikha chati. It means the wise and courageous person who gives long life, strength, beauty, intelligence, and comfort. That enlightened giver will inevitably realize happiness themselves. And the second part is Ayuntatawa palang wanang sukhan japatipanato Tikha yuya sawa hoti yataya tu papachati ti, which means having given long life, strength, beauty, happiness, and intelligence to others, that person becomes long-lived and highly honored wherever they may be reborn. So this blessing is represent of the karmic echo, or from giving raw materials of life, it turns into the foundations of our own future existence, which is the long life, strength, beauty, happiness, and intelligence. Okay, and so I'm glad to come to the conclusion of my presentation today. The deeper meaning of the Anumodanagatha, or the blessing chants. So the blessing is not magical spells that can transform the life of the people just by saying the word. But as the Buddha shown us that after receiving the food from the donors, what the Buddha did is he shared his wisdom as a guidance to their living, and how they, to show them how to live their life for the better, for their own well-being. Is something that the wellness or the good life does not come by someone else this time to be, but it's from their own actions, or the law of cause and effect. So it comes from the good lives come from the fruit of wholesome actions and good intentions. And these verses or these blessings remind the donor of these inevitable laws of nature. But of course, we need to know the meanings of when the monks give the blessing in Pali language. If we understand the meanings of these verses and bring them to our daily life, it would be more than just listening to a beautiful song or have a peaceful mind from listening to these blessings. But if you listen to this with understanding and apply this to your life, that's when the magic really begins. The monks do not grant fortune. Is the good fortune comes from your own wholesome act that has been performed. The real cause of the blessing has already been created by the donor through their own intentional act of generosity. As recorded in Therakatha, that Thammo have rakati thammo cha dhammacharing. The Dhamma protects those who practice the Dhamma. And talking about the protection, since it's not something that's magical, is not a magical shield from the life's struggles. The problems of life will come, but what we can protect is our own peace of mind or the mental qualities, and we can protect this from fear, from anxiety or confusion, and also the unwholesome actions that we may react. So while we are listening to these blessings, is one way to bring our mind to these peaceful states. And also, if we live in accordance with the Dhamma, this parita chance on this protection blessing is something that happens when we do have respectfulness to the Tripajim, to the in the Atanatiya parita that I introduced, Vipasisana Tujakumantasa Sirimato. This is talking about the name of the Buddha in the past, in the present, and in the future. So the power, the protection power of this chanting comes from, part of it comes from the respectfulness to the qualities of all the Buddhas. And also the Anumodanagatha, or these blessing chantings, is a tool to connect the lay people and the monastic community together. As the lay people practice the generosity, the sanghas also rejoicing of their merits, of their good deeds, and responds to them with the goodwill and bless these blessings. So we may listen to them as something that's nicely that can heal our heart, but it's also create the stronger Buddhist community, which also depend on each others and make this Buddhist, and to help prolong the Buddhism and the teaching of the Buddhas to the to be longer for the next generations to come. So thank you very much everyone for being with me to this last minute. I hope we have learned something that may next time when you hear the monks give you blessings, you may understand more of what are the words that they are saying. And I hope that this Dhamma or the words of the Buddhas will be in your mind, in your heart, and bring those into practice. And that is the true blessings of our life. And that's the true meaning of Anumodanagatha, that will bring happiness at the time of the merit making and also after. And thank you very much for joining us tonight.
ยะถาวาริวหายะถาวาริวหาปุราปริปุเรนติสาขะรัง Just as the rivers full of water fill up the ocean เอวะเมวะอิโตทินังเปตานังอุปกัปปติ Even so does that here given benefit the disease อิชิตังปัฏฐิตังตุมหังคิปเมวะสมิจฉโต Whatever you wish or wanted, may it quickly be. สัพเพปุเรนตุสังกปาจันโทปนะระโสยะถามณิโชติระโสยะถา May all your wishes be fulfilled, as the moon on the 15th day, or as a wishing fulfilling gem.
สัพพิติโยเอวัชชันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุ
May all distress be dispelled. May all diseases be destroyed.
มาเตภวันวันตรายโยสุขีทีกายุโก
May no dangers be for you. May you be happy, living long.
สัพพิติโยวิวัชชันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุ
May all distress be dispelled. May all diseases be destroyed.
มาเตภวันวันตรายโยสุขีทีกายุโกภวะ
May no dangers be for you. May you be happy, living long.
สัพพิติโยวิวัชชันตุสัพพะโรโควินาศตุ
May all distress be dispelled. May all diseases be destroyed.
มาเตภวันวันตรายโยสุขีทีกายุโกภวะ
May no dangers be for you. May you be happy, living long.
อภิวาทนาสิริสนิจจังวุฒาปัจจายโน
Ye of respectful nature, whomever the elders honor.
จัตตารโอธรรมาวันตันติอายุวันโนสุขังภาลัง
Four qualities for him increase long life, beauty, happiness, and strength.
โภชนานุโมทนาคถา
อายุโท
A wise person give longevity, strength. Clothing, knowledge. A wise person give happiness. He then enjoys happiness. One who gives longevity, strength, clothing, knowledge, and happiness shall live a long life and be honored wherever he may be. สัพพาโรวิมุตโต
สัพพะโร
From all diseases, freed. From all grief, escape. Overcome all enmity, and liberated may you be. May all distress be averted. May all disease be destroyed. May no dangers be for you. May you be happy, living long. He of respectful nature, whomever the elders honor. Four qualities for him increase: long life and beauty, happiness and strength.
And now I'd like to invite you to meditation session and to share the merits from listening to the Dhamma, the merits of purifying our mind, sharing these merits to Luangพ่อ Thammashayo. Allow your physical body to feel comfortable and relax. And close your eyes softly. gently, comfortably. Allow your mind to rest at the center of the body. Feel the feeling of peace and calmness slowly arise and expand naturally. Cover your entire body. Allow this peace energy to purify your body, your mind, and your spirit. You may also imagine a Buddha image, clear and bright. Samma Arahant, Samma Arahant, Samma Arahant. And I'd like to invite all of us to dedicate the merits to our beloved Longpo Tamashayo. Wish him to be healthy, to have a long life, good health, and be the leader for us to continue doing good deeds for ourselves loved ones, and for the people of the world. May you all be well. May you all be happy. Sabhe Buddha Palapata Pajeka Nanjayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Shena Rakang Pantami Sapaso Sapa Buddha Nupavena Sapa Dhamma Nupavena Sapa Sangha Nupavena Satha Soti Bhavantu Te. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivatemi. Buddho Menato, Buddha is our refuge. Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Dhammo Menato, Dhamma is our refuge. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami. Saṅkho Menato, Sangha is our refuge.
How was this, everyone? I hope everyone enjoyed the session. And thank you so much to Phramaha, Dr. Wuthichai, for sharing your knowledge and also your wisdom to all of us tonight. It's really amazing session indeed, and really help us to understanding the meaning of 4 important blessings that we learned today, and especially when we go and offer breakfast and lunch to the monastic community in the temple. So it's really we know what to do according to the translation that you had shared today. I believe everyone able to apply in our daily life. And also tomorrow would be another session that we going to learn together on the Thursday, 11th of June. The lesson will be the Namakatha Siddhi Katha. My apologize. Namakara Siddhi Katha. Hopefully I get it right. And this will be teaching by Phramaha Buddhist Nando. Actually, he based in Malaysia, so he will join and sharing his merit with all of us tomorrow. And looking forward to see all of us again. And tonight, I would like to rejoice in all everyone merit. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Thank you. Bye.